Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashana, and I'm back with another motivational video so we can change energies and raise frequencies to help make the world a better place. So if you are here today, you are here because God led you here and you need to hear this message. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hit the notification bell so you can get more motivational and informational videos when they're released. So today's video is about karma. Yeah, our good friend karma. Um, what does karma mean to you? And do you believe in the statement, what you put out is what you receive? Because I definitely believe in the statement of what you put out is what you receive. If you put out bad energy, you're going to receive bad energy. If you put out good energy, you're going to receive good energy. If you put out positive things, you're going to receive positive things. If you put out negative things, you're going to receive negative things. So basically, the statement, what you put out is what you receive. When you got people going around being bogus, not being good parents, stealing, cussing people out, arguing with people, putting their hands on people, using people, abusing people, taking things from people, breaking in people's houses, just doing bogus shit. Like when you got people out here doing those things and karma don't hit them, it can be passed down to your kids. It can be passed down to your grandkids. If your karma does not hit you, it will be passed down to your kids. It will be passed down to your grandkids. That's when you have young kids dying in the world. That's when you have young kids doing negative things out here in the world. That's when you have people getting in car accidents. That's when things happen because what you put out is what you receive, period. So you can't be putting out negative things and just think that ain't nothing negative gonna happen to you or gonna happen to your offspring or gonna happen to your offspring's offspring. You have to know that energy never lies and energy is real. And the fact that you're doing all this negative stuff in the world, even if you're not a negative person, but you're doing negative things like, or just low vibrational things like smoking and drinking constantly, every day, all day, like you have an addiction. Like if that addiction don't catch up with you, it's gonna catch up with your kids or it's gonna catch up with your grandkids. It's gonna catch up in somehow in your generation. That's why we have to be generational curse breakers. That's why we have to be generational family breakers. Like we have to break the chains of ignorance. We have to break the chains of negativity. We have to break the chains of addiction. We have to break the chains of not being good mothers, not being good fathers. We have to break the chains of fatherless kids. We have to break those chains. If you do not break the generational curses, they're just going to keep going and going and going. It's going to be an ever revolving circle that your family is going to go through. And there's nothing that you're going to be able to do about it until somebody stands up one day and say, it stops with me. I'm going to break these generational curses. I refuse to let my kids be drug addicts. I refuse to let my kids be in and out of jail. I refuse to let my son get shot or my daughter get beat. I refuse to let my daughter go around stealing and abusing and using men and being a gold digger or a prostitute or a whore. Like I refuse to let my son be a woman beater. I refuse to let my son go out there and sell drugs and be on the streets because let me tell you, baby, the streets have love for nobody. The streets have trust for nobody. That's just how the streets are. So why would you want your kids to be out there in them streets when you wasn't even happy out there in them streets? I'm just saying what you put out is what you receive. And if you don't get your karma, rest assured it will skip you and hit the next person that you care about or the next person that you care about care about. Like, it's gonna hit somebody. It's gonna show up somewhere. So you have to put out good. You have to do better to be better. And in order for you to do better and be better, you have to know better. But once you know better, it's time for you to do better and be better. So then you can break those generational curses so that karma don't hit your kids or your grandbabies or your grandbabies' grandbabies. Like, it's gonna show up somewhere. It's eventually gonna catch up with you, and you're gonna see it in your lifetime. Even if it don't hit you, you're gonna see it hit your kids and your grandkids and your grandkids. Like, and it's gonna hurt you. And then people realizing why people dropping like flies, or why people sick all the time, or in and out the hospital all the time, because it's karma. It's that negative energy ricocheting off the person that's dishing it out. It's bouncing off energy forces or energy fields, and it's reaching the next person, and it's hitting the next person, because that person that's doing it, they're not receiving that negativity. Well, they are receiving the negativity back to them, but because they're on the same energetic level, it's not messing with them. What they're putting out is what they receive. And because that's all they know, that's all they do, and that's all they can see is what they receive. So it's natural to them. It's normal to them. It don't harm them. It's okay. Like, them living in a low vibrational state or doing negative things and reaping negative consequences, like going to jail, it's a pattern for them. So they're okay with that. They're okay with jail. They're okay with addiction. They're okay with having high blood pressure, diabetes. They're okay with going in and out the hospital, or they're okay with having sexually transmitted diseases. They're okay with having ringworm and just nasty things surrounding them, because they're in that low energy and them low frequencies to where they accept things of that nature. But you have to be careful with accepting that negative energy or them negative situations or them negative things and negative places, because this is what you're showing your kids. This is what you're showing your grandkids. And trust me, monkey see, monkey do. You can tell them one thing. You can tell them all day long what to do, what not to do, but they're simply going to mimic what you do. What you do, unless you stop it in time to show them. But even like, if you have an addiction, and say for instance you fall out, you go to the hospital, and you almost die, and they brought you back to life, let your kids and grandkids see that. Like, and you don't go back to that, and then you let them know, like, this almost killed me, this almost took my life, I don't want you to do that. Then that's the only way they might be like, okay, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do that, because my mom or my grandma or my dad, they almost died, or my uncle, they almost died, or my auntie, they almost died doing that, and I don't want that outcome, and I don't want to live that outcome. I can honestly tell you, growing up in the situations and environment that I grew up in, I've learned for the most part what not to do as far as health wise. But once you mentally get taken away from your path, or mentally get distracted from your path, where you want to go in life, how you want to be, anything can take you over. You become weak, and you become susceptible to everything around you, subjective to everything around you, and everything around you will jump on you, will be handed here, will be given here, will be accepted here. You are just going to accept anything and everything, because you're not standing up for your beliefs. You're not standing up for yourself. You're not standing up to change, to be better, to feel better, to know better. So karma is real. And if this resonating with you, please hit the like button. And if it don't resonate with you, hit the dislike button. We take those too. I just want to know that you guys are engaging, and that you are listening to some of the messages that I'm putting out here, because like I say, for some people, this is life. For some people, they don't care. But I'm not looking for the ones, or trying to help the ones that don't care, or that's not into learning good information that's going to better them, to help them have peace. When I tell you I have so much mental peace, I'm not going to say I don't have low energy days or um non so happy days, like where days where I'm content or days where I just feel like I've done too much during the whole week. I'm just restless and tired. I gotta lay down. But I have mental peace because I don't do people bogus. I took myself out of negative situations. I removed myself from around negative people. I stopped dealing with negative environments and I don't have any addictions to nothing. And it feels so good being free that I could just think freely and positively and be thankful. But like my girl, on Instagram. Her name is Tara, and she has a page also called Tara Mel. And I say this all the time too, but these are her exact words: no gratitude nor glory. Basically, if you are not grateful for everything that God, the universe, the creator, the Lord, the higher power has given you, you will not be blessed with more and you cannot be happy. So therefore, you're just being ungrateful with everything that you have. And if you're being ungrateful, you can't be happy. You can't be happy within. And if you can't be happy within, you're not going to be happy outside of you. So when I tell you I have so much peace, so much mental peace, letting a lot of things go and healing from them. But in order for you to heal, you have to feel. You have to feel your emotions. You have to feel the things that's bothering you, the things that's hurting you, the things that's keeping you stagnant. You have to feel those things in order to move past those things, to heal from them things. You have to know what it is that hurts you in order to heal it. You have to know what it is that keeps you down in order to stay away from it. So when I tell you that if you want ultimate peace, if you want to be able to have peace, stay out the past because you're going to cause depression. You literally time traveler when you thinking of your past situations. They're over and done. You can't go back. You can't change them. Leave them there and stay out the future. Only stay in your present day. Make goals and dreams, short-term goals, long-term goals, but stay in your present day and work on those goals in the moment, in the day. Do what you need to do every day to reach that goal in the long run, but do not stay up in the future like, oh my gosh, this is going to happen in 10 years from now. This is going to happen 5 years from now. You going to cause yourself to have so much anxiety. Overthinking is not good. Overthinking is not good. Trust me, I overthought so much. I drove myself into addiction. I drove myself into depression. I drove myself into anxiety. But at the same time, because I was feeling all my emotions, because I just wasn't addicted, just wasn't smoking and drinking every day. But for 1 year out of my life, I did just smoke every day, not drink. But when I did do all that, it caused me to have feelings and emotions of I didn't want to be here no more. I didn't want to live no more. I didn't want to go forth no more. And the only things that were keeping me here were my kids. But not now. I can honestly say myself, I want to live. I want to grow and see where I can go and find out the things that I really can do and do the hard things so I can make it to the next level. Everything I want to push myself now. And yes, I'm living for my kids because what I live for is what I die for. And I live for my kids and I'll die for my kids, but I also am living for myself now and I'll die for myself. And because I have so much self-love, I disciplined myself. Self-discipline is self-love. And once I disciplined myself, I was able to be grateful and have gratitude for everything the Lord has blessed me with. There was times where I couldn't see none of this. I couldn't be thankful for none of this that I have. But guess what? Now I am. And it took me, I'm not going to lie, it took me to go through a very, very, very beautiful union, a relationship that I had for a year. And everything wasn't perfect, But when I tell you mentally, this man helped me so much, pushed me to be better, to do better, to make me feel valued, and to show me that I'm worth more than what I'm putting in myself. And it woke me up. And on top of that, because I was smoking so much, I do believe that honestly, I got laced. And it only happened one day, but it took me into a 3 day like stir crazy. Like my mind was just restless. Like I didn't do nothing crazy. I didn't do nothing weird, and I didn't do nothing wrong. It's just that I overthought about everything and I didn't think about anything before I did it. I just did things. And because I lost myself and I hit rock bottom mentally, there was no place to go but up. So, yes, I stopped smoking cold turkey. I drink wine every now and then, but I don't even drink wine now because right now I'm focused on my goals. And I feel like anytime you smoke or drink or do any type of drugs, it should be in celebration if that's what you want to do it in, but it should not be an addiction, especially if you have kids, especially if you cannot afford it. Um, but yeah, when I lost that relationship, and again, I'm not saying it was the perfect one, and I'm not saying that's the one that God has for me or I'm supposed to be in that relationship. What I'm saying is it was a great eye opener. The whole year, the whole situation, even me getting laced. It was a great eye opener. And I'm glad that everything happened the way it did. I wouldn't change it for anything because it brought me back to me. It brought me back to a better me. It brought me back to me knowing more of my worth, loving myself harder, loving myself more, being grateful for everything that I have. Because when you are about to lose something, that tends to be when you wanna be thankful and grateful for it the most, when it's almost out the door or when it's out the door. You hear it all the time. A person don't know what they have until it's gone. And that goes for people, places, situation, environments, things. That goes for anything. So please be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you have. And that's the only way you're going to start to create happiness within. And that's the only way that God is going to bless you with more. You cannot get more than what you already have if you're not thankful and grateful for that and taking care of it. Because what you don't take care of, you lose. Again, what you don't take care of, you lose. And like I say, if you agree with that statement, hit the like button. Hit the like button. What you don't take care of is what you lose. What you don't use, you lose. So again, karma. Karma is real. What you put out is what you receive. So put out thankfulness, put out gratefulness, put out humbleness, put out agape love, put out prosperity, abundance, tenacious, um, positivity, kindness, sweetness, caring. Put out all that stuff so you can receive that stuff. I can honestly say the community that I live in now is amazing. The people that I'm around are amazing. The schools my kids go to are amazing. Now it's bad seeds and bad apples everywhere. But those things can't touch you when you are in a positive frame of mind, when your energy is up here. Those things cannot touch you. Those things cannot touch you when you're in a positive state of mind, when you're up here. Those things can't touch you. Those things can't do anything to you. When you keep yourself up here, when your brain is up here, when your energy is up here, when your thoughts are up here, when you're doing the right things. And when you're doing the right things, God gonna keep blessing you. God gonna keep blessing you. So karma, when you put out good, you're going to receive good. When you put out bad, you're going to receive bad. And trust me and believe me, if it misses you, it will hit your kids or your grandkids or your kids. It's going to hit your generations or your next generations anybody that indulges in negativity or be around negativity or indulge with people that do negativity, it's gonna hit you and it's gonna be around you. And it's gonna hit you mentally, physically, emotionally, or financially. It can hit you any type of way. And you just never know. That's why you gotta be around positive, do positive, think positive, see positive in order to feel positive, in order for you to really be happy inside and have a peace of mind. So, like I say, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You're gonna wanna stay tuned because soon we are gonna be having these contests. And like I said again, I'm gonna be introducing y'all to the rest of the cast of The Chosen Ones Love. Probably not until the first of the year, honestly, because I'm a single mom of 5 kids. On top of that, I have a house, a dog, a lizard. And I do everything by myself. We do everything here by ourselves. So it just takes me a little bit longer to get things going, but we're getting things going and we're doing the right things. So with that being said, like always, for whatever it's worth, I love y'all and I hope y'all have a very beautiful, blessed day. Mwah.